Hello VR addicts, welcome to my channel. I am Paolo Trianni and today we're looking at the Oculus anniversary sales. To celebrate 1 year of the Quest and the Rift S, Oculus is giving away free games. Oh, not free games, but Oculus Quest made about $100 billion. $100 million. How do you know I say that, let alone flip and get it wrong? What is this, witchcraft? Anyway, Oculus has a huge sale on, and to be fair to Oculus, they are cracking deals to be had on there. Yeah, so let's take a look at those deals, starting with the Rift store. Let me put my... Hey. Okay, so how are we today, wifey?
Go f yourself.
So I made that too realistic. Let's get started. Wifey, how is my internet right now?
It's like a heart attack victim doing a marathon.
That isn't nice, wifey. Can we boost the speed and the strength? Speed, strength. Wifey, as this video is about Oculus, can we change the background to suit the video, please? And...
Wait, I love Oculus. Send in nudes.
No, wifey, cancel. I don't want you sending nudes of you to Oculus.
I didn't.
Thank God.
They were nudes of you.
What? I swear. Calm down. Calm down. Right. Wifey, search for Oculus Store sales pretty please.
Opening requested search.
Great. Now to lift the brightness and let's enlarge. So here we are in the Oculus store. Okay. Right, so like here are the sales. We've got super hot, right? It's 49% off. This is going to be in pounds, my American friends. Just add like a little tiny bit more onto it for dollars, because at the moment the pound is not far away from the dollar. It used to be like 50% more, but now it's like 25 or 20%. So Super Hot VR is on sale, and that's a damn good game. People love that game. I'm not too fond of the game. It's you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but most people like this game, and it's got a 49% off price tag. Remember, we're in the Rift store and this is not cross-buy. Yeah, Super Hot is not cross-buy. I Expect You to Die is cross-buy though, so if you buy that, which is only 21% off, it's cross-buy, so you get it for the Quest as well as the Rift. Though I don't think that is a good deal. I don't think that is a good deal. I think Super Hot's not too bad, but I think that is not a good deal. However, Dance Collider, which is also, I believe, a cross-buy, is a fantastic deal. I think £5 for a game like this is pretty good, with a 53% off. I think is very good. Like I said, that would probably be about $6.50, something like that, in that range in the US. Canada, I haven't got a clue, and Australia, I haven't got a clue, and in Australia that's probably about $20. I haven't got a clue why it's so high in Australia. It's ridiculous. But I'd be moaning my ass off my Australian friends. Box VR, the new Extreme Pack. Well, the thing is, this is the whole of Box VR. I don't think this is just DLC. This that pack is included, I believe. It's 25% off. It's not that much of a bad deal actually, because it's a very good game. It's a good workout, Box VR, and it's also cross-buy. So if you do want to get this, you will have it for the Quest and the Rift S. So, you know, if you're watching this for the Quest reasons, then you will know that you'll be able to hook up your Quest to the PC and probably get some extra visuals, maybe, or maybe not. I have to go over here and drag down this, by the way, because my wheel, look, this is me going down on my wheel, on my mouse. It's decided to die on me. Got a replacement on its way. 11 table tennis. Now I'm not too sure if this is cross-buy, but that's a pretty good price. Some people swear by this game. I'm not fond of table tennis games myself, but it's 26% off. Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition is cross-buy. Oh, did I say cross-play? I meant cross-buy. Cross-buy is here on Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition. It's 18% off. It's not much of a deal, but you know, if you want a cross-buy game, there's your options. Gun Club VR is not too bad. I'm not too sure if it's cross-buy, but it is on the Quest as well, I believe. $11.99. It's 20% off. Fruit Ninja, nah. Star Trek, people love Star Trek, but I don't think that's a great deal. Battle Wake is not a bad game. It just did not take off. But it's not a bad game. You know, is it Cerberus that made this game? They make some cracking games. They chuck out games like anything, and this is one of those ones that just came out probably at the wrong time. It's free on Viveport, if you have Viveport, by the way. But this is only £6.99 at the moment. It's literally 69% off, and I think this is an actual steal because there is a solo campaign, I believe, and it is actually very nice looking. Wands, which is pretty much in every sale I think there is. It's 30% off. Don't think much of it. Trover Saves the Universe. Not the best VR experience, but it is a hilarious game, and it is a full-on game. It takes a while to complete, and it is worth completing because it's got a decent ending as well. And yeah, it's just comedy all the way through. And if you like Rick and Morty, you're gonna love Trover Saves the Universe. 41% off is a pretty damn good deal. You might have to get it cheaper on the in the Epic store right now. I'm not too sure. The blue. Some people like the blue. It's an experience, but some people like the blue for graphical reasons and etc. Especially to check blacks and etc. like that. 30% off. I don't think it's great. Coaster is got 61% off. I've never tried this, so I can't really comment on it. But there's lots of roller coaster games out there, and there's going to be some really good ones, some really bad ones. You need to check that out. Racket Fury is I don't know if this is cross-buy though. Racket Fury, but that's not even got a percentage next to it, so I don't even know if that's even for sale. But Racket Fury, a lot of people swear by it. It's a very good game for a table tennis game, and it is on the Quest as well, I believe. But no sale information there. Final Assault is also now a free game, by the way, on Viveport. But I'm not too sure about this price. But if you like RTS games, it's a must because it is literally the best RTS game, I think, available, along with Brass Tactics. This is incredible deal right now. I'm not too sure about this. I nearly bought this, The American Dream, but it's 70% off right now, so that's a pretty good percentage off for that. The reason I nearly bought it because it gave me that Fallout feel to it, but I think it's just I don't think it was ravingly good. Raw Data is considered to be a pretty decent wave kind of type game, so it's 72% off if you're interested in getting something like that. That's not a bad deal. The Summer Funland, I just don't think that's worth it. I don't think the first person tennis is worth it. Gravedigger is not really worth that price. Skyworld is damn good. I think 57%, $7.99 is not too bad. I think that's a pretty good deal as well, so you might want to get that. I'm not too sure about this. I don't think 15% is much of a good deal. This is quite a scary experience. This is also free. Kobold, or whatever it's called. Kobold is free on Viveport Infinity, if you're interested in that, if you've got that. That's not a bad deal for a little jump scarer. Thumper. Some people love Thumper when it came out. It's 45% off. Might be worth it to you. That seems rubbish to me. There's going to be quite a few games on here that just don't sell, and that Oculus always likes to keep dumping in here. But there is some good deals to be had in here. I'm not too sure about this one. Free Diver Triton Down is a good deal, 48%. People like that game. Evasion, some people like that. It's £8.15 right now, 45% off. Worlds of Diving, I don't know anything about this, but it's 73% off. Get that right, 73% off. World of Diving. I've tried Worlds at War, but I've seen a better deal than this. I've seen it go for £4.99, and it's £18.15 right now, which is about what, $10 or something. 45% off. I think that could be a better deal maybe, but it's a good game regardless. It has a little bit of a learning curve. Don't know much about this game. Don't know much about that game. It looks like not much to me. People like the Exorcist Legion VR. I don't know if this is cross-buy, but 11% doesn't really warrant you looking at that. It's not a very good deal. This is a very old game, Marvels. It's pretty much in every cell. People do like this game, but it's now, I think this is controller based. I don't know if they ever brought out support for the touch controllers. Sorry. Twisted Arrow, not much of a great deal in my opinion. Groundhog Day, it's amazing how much that's jumped down. That's also free on Infinity, by the way, by Port Infinity, if you're interested. Not bad though. It's not a totally bad game, but it's kind of like teleport to certain locations and then relive everything, like Groundhog Day is, until you come out of it on the other side. Not too bad, but not fantastic deal. This is a pretty good deal though, 57%. It's Skyworld, but this is just the battling version with cards. There isn't the Skyworld part in it anymore, but this is more of just the battle part, which is the fun part for a lot of people. And there's more cards and stuff like that, so it's kind of turned into more of a card game. It's not too bad. This might be cross-buy, I'm not entirely sure. You might have to check, because this is on the Quest as well. This is rubbish, in my opinion. I don't really like this game. I don't even think that I don't think that's worth it personally, even at £2.29. Stunt Kites, it just doesn't seem worth it. Ghostbusters was a bit of a flop, to be honest. Some people like Carl and the Reaper Man. I think you can now play this on your own, because it required you playing with somebody from the PC as well, right? I'm not entirely sure if you need that anymore. Not the most, 40% is not a huge discount though. Project Lux, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what Project Lux is. I'm not going to quote on stuff I haven't got a clue on. Spice and Wolf is the same. I haven't got a clue. This is not worth it. Final Approach, Pilot Edition, I think that's not a good enough discount. Bonfire, nah, it's an experience. It's up to you really. If you think that an experience is worth £1.99, 50% off, it's not a bad experience. It's a good experience, but I don't know if I'd ever pay for an experience. Maybe I'm just too tight. VR Regatta, nope. It's a good percentage off though, isn't it? 73%, but I just don't know. I don't know what that one is there. And then we got like Final Approach. Not sure about that. Dick World was pretty good. That's a pretty good value. 70% off for Dick World. It's a £4.49. So if you're interested in a sort of like a wave shooter but on a raft, it is a pretty decent wave shooter on a raft, and it's 70% off. The Curious Tales of the Stolen Pets. Now, I don't know if this is cross-buy, and I don't think it will be, but this is on the Quest as well. And this game is actually really good, I think. I like this game. But it's very short. It's very short. And hand tracking is coming out for this, I believe, on the Quest as well. So if you get the Quest version, then, you'll be able to use your fingers instead. 35% off is not too bad. It's a very good game, but it's quite expensive for £7.14 even for such a short game. This is free, by the way, on Vive Infinity as well, Viveport Infinity. No, I heard that's not very good. Racket NX is really, really good. I think it might be cross-buy as well. I'm not entirely sure. 20% off is not that much of a good deal, but if you've been waiting for it, it's better than nothing. Telefrag has been coming up a lot. I think it's an online game, and I think it's pretty much player base is pretty poop, I'm going to be honest with you. But if you want to shoot a arena type shooter, I think that's what that basically is. Don't know what that is. Detached is okay. Is it worth that price? Probably, yeah. But you know, you got to look into it and think what you want to and stuff like that. If it's your sort of genre, your cup of tea. Don't know anything about this one here. Pagan Peak scared a few people. Very short, little scary experience. You could get it if you want to. Panzer Panic. I wanted to get this when I first got my CV1 because it looked like a load of fun. I think this is dated now, so we'll move away. Never Out. Is that Never Out? Yeah, I've never ever even clicked on that before, I think. So there you go. This is not great. I don't think any of these Alison Diaries are that great compared to, like, I just pointed like this horror up here, Pagan Peak, and it's similar price, and that's better choice. Lost Bear is not too bad. I mean, it's got this nice effect where you're kind of looking at a projector in front of you, sort of like a Punch and Judy sort of thing going on. It's quite nice. I think that's pretty much worth it. If you want something like that, that's not too bad for 39% off. Don't know about this game. This learning languages, it wasn't working when I bought it. It just was rubbish. It just didn't work. But I think it's out of early access now, and it might work, so it might be okay. But I don't know. You'll have to probably try it again. Reflex Unit, I think, is brilliant. I think Reflex Unit 1 and 2 is brilliant. I love drop-down type games in VR where you're looking at it like you're like over a big, massive holographic table. I think it's fantastic. There's one developer on this. I can't remember the guy's name. Apologize to the developer. Really nice person. Whips this up. Thinks that it's just not going to be great, but it is fantastic, and you know, it's just brilliant. You know, brilliant job from the developer. 50% off, worth it for £1.99. Both of these, if you like drop down in sort of scenarios, and this is like Commando and Mercenaries, if you remember, like those drop down kind of games. Chair in a Room. I actually never played this game, but I think 21% off is not exactly the greatest bargain in the world. So if you like escape rooms, then maybe it is. If you're not too sure, 21% might be not a great enough deal. Never ever got Magic Guardians. Real VR Fishing. Come on, it's fishing. I loved fishing when I was a kid, but I kind of grew out of it. I'm not really interested in fishing anymore. There's Dick Wild again. Dick Wild 2 for £5.99. At 60% off, I think is a great deal. Yeah, if you like a good wave shooter and stuff like that, this is a pretty good deal, I think. Don't know about that one. Arizona Sunshine. I can't tell you the prices. I already own it, but you know, it's a great game. No matter what sale this is on, it has to be significant though. I'd say about 50% maybe. It depends on the price. If it's like £29.99, it needs to be 50% easily, and then it's a pickup for me. I actually bought it for £29.99 though to play with my mate. Space Pirate Train is a great game. It's also cross-buy. So if this is about £10 or less, it's definitely worth buying. One of my best workout games, Thrill of the Fight, I think is a fantastic game. It's also cross-buy. So if you bought it on here, you would have it for the Quest. I think this is worth it at the actual asking price. So whatever sale is going on here, I think this is fantastic. Creed is also cross-buy, so if you buy it, you know, for this, you buy it for the Quest. It's a fantastic game. It's probably not as hard to work out as this, but it's still a good workout, and it's graphically pleasing. Shadow Legends is very short. I think they brought out another level though recently. I'm not entirely sure. It's a nice looking game. Kind of gives you the Dark Soul feel, but other than that, that's probably about it, because it's got like no Dark Soul sort of elements to it. I think it's just graphically, sometimes it just gives you that feeling. Spring Vector is a very fun game, but I don't think there's many people in it anymore. But this is where you have to move your arms very quickly to speed up and run around obstacles. It's a racing game where you're running round obstacles and around a track. So it's a pretty fun game, but you'd want a significant discount on that. Significant, and I don't know what kind of discount is on that. This used to be free, so I got this free. So if it's not free, then don't get it. Fisherman's Tales, brilliant. I don't know if this is cross-buy. but it's brilliant, and this is worth picking up at asking. I think Journey of the Gods is very expensive for what it was when I first bought it. I think it was $29.99. You want at least probably a little bit, 50%, maybe to about 60% off this. If you want this is cross-buy as well. This Apex construct is cross-buy. Now, a lot of people swear by this, but yeah, it was pretty good, but I just haven't gone back to it. I don't know why. But yeah, you want to get this for about 50% or less. The Devil and the Fairy, it was a fantastic concept, fantastic idea. I think tons of people were hoping for this to be a true dungeon keeper type game. The developers kind of just gave up on it, and it's always up for sale, and it's like £1 or something like that. This will be less. You want to pick this up for less than $1 if you just want a little tiny dungeon keeper type game, because there's just nothing. It's an empty game. Aspire 1 is cross-buy, so if you buy it for this, you buy it for the quest. I think this is worth it, probably at asking price. It's a very good game. The Morganon is a very nice game. Very short though, not super long, so you want to get about 50% off maybe. Overtake, do not buy that. Flying Aces, if you like that kind of like stuff, then maybe 26% is not too bad, but personally I'd say nah. Big Breezy Boats, I haven't got a clue. Synth Riders is a fantastic game, probably one of my top rhythm games out there, because I just think the soundtracks are very nice and very good. It is 26% off, really decent. Well, it's not too bad. If you want to get something that feels pretty damn good, I'd give it a try. Yeah. Vivorium, Locust Souls, is always up for sale. It's not great. Don't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. I don't know about this game here. Don't know about this one. This is actually pretty good. £3.63. I don't think that's that bad. I think that can be quite good fun. I've seen people playing it, and it's a little fun. So a little stupid and a little fun. 59% off. It's okay. Don't know about the Seven Wonders. Yeah, Gates of Nowhere is always up for sale. I don't think this game's that great. Pros is actually a pretty good story game. It's not too bad. It's got a bit of puzzles, well, quite a bit of puzzles in it. 70% off. It's worth it. By the way, this game is also free on Vive Infinity, if you're interested. Townsman VR. Some people like this game, so 89% off is not too bad, but it's very short-lived. It's not the best settling type game, but it's not bad. Skydivers, do not get this. This is rubbish. I'm not sure about Viking Days. I'm not sure about Cyber Skies. Yeah, Shoot Tetris is you just basically shooting stuff. I don't think 10% is great enough. Cinderella VR, come on. Jeez, I can't recommend that. VR Furballs is not too bad, but 50%, I don't know. I'd probably want to get better than that. Apocalypse Rider is actually totally ridiculously funny, but I don't know. It's just basically you're just driving down the road. Can you see the clip that's rolling? You just drive down the road and you just have to miss everything coming at you, basically. I'm sure, is this not the one where you shoot zombies as well on the road? I guess it's not, right? Okay, I don't know what this is. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Glider Island VR. I didn't even know this existed. Don't know much about that, but 72% off is quite a big percentage. Doesn't look great, does it? Stranded. This was a hopeful game, wasn't it? I think I bought Stranded at one point, and then I returned it, so that says a lot. Moonbirds is always up for sale. I wouldn't recommend it. Banana Invaders. This, I've seen PD playing this, and it does look kind of stupidly, comedically fun. And £1.11 is not too bad, so 72% off, probably not too bad. Hypersphere, I don't know about that. Let's drag this back up. So many games. I need to just rush through a little bit more. Don't know about that. Wouldn't recommend it. This is always up for sale. Wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend that. Keep Defending. I wouldn't recommend that. Another Roller Coasters. I don't really like roller coasters that much, so it's a bit hard for me to recommend. Snowman. Something about Snowman recently came up, didn't it? Can't remember. That was a key giveaway, wasn't there? It was that's just all I'm thinking of. Key giveaway. Don't think that's that great. I'm going to be honest with you. This is just, I won't bother. Siren Bolt is always up for sale as well. It's 86%. You can get it if you want to, but I don't think it's that great. I don't think that's worth it. Metal Multi-Ball, I don't think is worth it. Escape the Forest, it's an escape game. Some people think this is alright. 66% off. Doesn't seem too bad. If you like escape games, maybe worth it. Not worth it in my opinion, not worth it. Not worth it. No, I don't know. No. Space Maze is a game where you're just dodging stuff, isn't it? If I remember rightfully. Yeah. If you want a dodging game, it's 79% off. It doesn't seem too bad. Trapped VR, no. City Avenger, no. 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 It's Exception of Time. No, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan. Last Line. This has been up for sale quite a lot lately. Last Line VR, a zombie defense game. As you know, it's a zombie defense game, so it's up to you if you think that 62% off is a good deal. I don't think these are worth it for me. Critter Kart is actually not a bad little karting game. It's very simplistic, very simple, but it works very well. I've purchased it. I actually didn't purchase it. I got a key for that, obviously. I've got this game on Steam, Until You Fall. It's a very fantastic game. It's quite hard. Gives you that kind of like Souls kind of like difficulty. But not feeling, because it's very psychedelic kind of colours. 30% off. I don't think it's the greatest deal in the world. It's pretty good at $14.99 already, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that 30% is not the best. This is actually new, isn't it? V-Trex. This has just come out. This is like a it's Tetris game, but it's both sides. It flips over, and then you do them from the other side. It's up to you if you think that's quite good. Fighting Clans, I'd not bother with. Not bother with. I got a key for that as well, but not here. Steam. Boiling Steel, I think it's an amazing game. 26% is not what you'd call a deal, but it's a pretty damn good indie game. For an indie developer, I think Boiling Steel is incredible. And it's visually nice looking, and it's a good shooter, and it's got a bit of a story, and some of the story's quite funny as well. Climb for Your Life, I'm not too sure about that. It just sounds like, you're climbing out of something for your life, but it's 61% off, so there you go. Don't know about this. Monster Hunter is called Bionic Hunter on Steam, so it's got a completely different name on Steam. 81p is actually not a bad deal for such a little tiny wave shooter where you can actually move around and shoot your enemies and pick up other guns in this kind of very bleak alien looking world. It's not bad for £81. One More Shot I wouldn't bother with. I've got a key for that as well. Bizarre Barber I don't know anything about. I know PD made a video on this, but I didn't watch it because the name just put me off. So there you go. Full Choke, don't think so. Agents of Chernobyl is supposed to be actually a pretty decent game, actually. It's 45% off, £8.15. If you want to do something creepy like in Chernobyl, then yeah, that might be worth a look. 10% off for Down the Rabbit Hole isn't the best deal in the world, though. Down the Rabbit Hole is not supposed to be that much of a bad game. Might be cross-buy as well, but I'm not entirely sure. But 10% off is not what you'd call the best deal in the world. Right, here we go. Gravity Pro. Don't know much about it. Looks like you're shooting at blocks, so it's like Block Out or something. Is that called Block Out in the old days? I can't remember. Correct me in the comments below. 46% off, £5.35. It looks a bit basic. Up to you if you think that's pretty good. Color Space, some people like this. It's 37% off. I didn't kind of like this. Like I've already mentioned about Reflex Unit 2, I think that's a great game. It's worth it. Space Blocks is actually quite good fun. £4 is probably definitely worth it. 49% off for a, is it sort of like a match 3 colours? I can't remember, but I remember having a lot of fun in it. Color Invader is match 3 colours game. It's £1.99, 50% off. Arbitration, I don't know what this is. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's 25%, so it don't look like a great deal. Art Pulse is 70% off, so there's that. Okay, so there we go. There is the Rift store. There's the CV1 and the Rift S, and obviously there was some cross buys there as well. Okay, so now we're in the Quest store. Now the interesting thing is the Quest obviously is starting to get daily deals as well. The box daily deal is it's the same price, isn't it? It's 25% off for box VR, but it's cross buy. So if you buy this, you kind of have it on the Rift S as well. But they've got packages as well. So they've got some starter packages here. You have to decide if you think any of these packages are decent for you and the price is for you. But some of them are like, 14% off, 5% off. They're not exactly the biggest, amazing deals in the whole world. But I can't really show you these because I've got some of these in there. When you've got some of these titles already, they just reduce the price, so and then it won't be accurate. Virtual Desktop is a pretty damn good deal regardless. You can I think $14.99 its original price is pretty good for Virtual Desktop, and I know what you're thinking, why have I got it? I don't think it's actually got me logged in to the Quest this time, like the Rift does. Oh, I am logged in because there's my pretty face. It's like freaking 7 years ago. I need to change that image. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty good deal anyway. Vacation Simulator wasn't exactly fantastic. 20% off wasn't exactly a great deal. Gun Club 20% off is okay, but not fantastic. Racket Fury I think is not too bad, but if you're looking for a deal, I think 20% again is not exactly fantastic. I don't think Red Matter at 21% is fantastic, but it is probably one of the best games on the Quest for story driven and a little bit of puzzles. I believe there's a little bit of puzzles in there. Color Space is pretty fat for 37% for the Quest, because percentage is clearly not that high, so that's quite off. Now this is 16% off, so I'm guessing it's not cross buy then, because it was only 10% off on the Rift, weren't it? So this is like 16% off. Is it worth it at that price? Possibly, yeah. I mean, I heard it's a pretty damn good game. This is the same, but like I said, it's cross buy. Probably worth it if you want a little tiny sort of on rail kind of type shooter. I don't know if it's totally on rail. I think you can walk around. I'm not entirely sure. So this is very small, isn't it, compared to the Rift? It's a bit of a shame. 21% off for this. I don't think it's worth it. Sorrento, I think you have to have a look at the game and think if it's worth it for 20% off, and then make your own decision. Racket NX is probably worth it for 20% off, to be fair. Star Trek Bridge Crew, if you've got friends that want to play this with you, it's worth it at the asking price, let alone the 20% off price. But you really do need some friends to play with, because playing with randoms is okay, but playing on your own, it's not okay. Okay, it's not okay. I've got this on Steam. I don't have this on this, so I don't know what price this is, but this is worth it at asking price anyway, because I said it's a good workout. It's cross buy, and yeah, it would work out really well. Did you notice how many cross buy games I mentioned when I was looking at the Rift store? That goes to show that there's stuff on the Rift store that you can buy on sale and get immediately for the Quest that are on sale, but not on the Quest sales. Interesting. I wouldn't buy any of the other last three, by the way. Just saying. I'm not a fan of fishing. If you're a fan of fishing, you might think that 20% off is pretty good. I think Drunk Bar Fight is just one of those games that is ridiculous and just not really for me. And I don't think Elven Assassin was that great. But is this all of them? Am I missing tons there? What's going on? Because there was more sales in the Rift S store that were cross buy. Pretty sure they were cross buy. That ain't on here. Now that is interesting. That is interesting indeed. Okay, so it's worth looking at the Rift store and buying a cross-buy game that might be on the Rift store but not available on the Quest store. They might be in the packages though. So that's kind of interesting. Like you can get moss in this package here, like Aspire 1, right? Aspire 1 was on the Rift store and it's cross-buy, right? But it's not here. So it's not in this store for some reason. Either I'm just like got the wrong thing here. I've got experiences up there, but that ain't experiences because this ain't experiences because there's red, you know, there's games. Most of these are games. I think virtual desktop is kind of, well, it's a tool really. It's not a experience neither. So I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, Expire 1, for instance, you know, that's cross-buy and that's on the Rift store. And Creed's not here neither, so, and Creed's cross-buy, so you can buy that cheap as well. Super Hot was not though, so yeah, don't bother with Super Hot. It's probably because they want you to go for this pack, right? Now, you see, it's cheaper for me because I got Super Hot on the Quest. I've got Aspire 1 because I said it's cross-buy, and I've got Creed because it's cross-buy. I don't think Sports Scramble is that good, if I'm going to be honest with you. Moss is literally one of my top favourite games. I'm not sure about the climb. You believe it or not, I have never played the climb because climbing games that cost as much as the climb never ever intrigues me. And climbing games that are really cheap look really cheap. So unless I get a key for a climbing game, for the climb or something like that, I probably would never give it a go. I do own Gun Club, don't I, on somewhere, and it's not that bad actually. I don't own it on this though. I think I own it on Steam or Infinity, one of the two. So yeah, that is literally the store. So look at what other deals they've got. Arizona Sunshine, I've got that. I've got Job Simulator, I've got that. I don't have Box VR on there. I should have Box VR on there because it's a good workout. This is actually not a bad one. If you haven't got all 5 of these, this deal here might be a pretty good one. If I'm going to be honest with you, but like it's trying to charge me 27 quid for Racket NX, which is what, £12, and Box, which is 18 quid. Which is what, £30. So I am kind of getting a saving by getting this deal if I wanted to, which is fantastic. And both of these, by the way, these two games are cross-buy. So if you get these 3 here, for instance, Job Simulator and Arizona Sunshine is not cross-buy, but these 3 are cross-buy. So you'd have these for the Rift S. Or the CV1, or the, you know, basically the Rift store, and the other package, the starter package, is starter package. Oh, this looks like it's got some interesting tiles on it. I've got obviously Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip, I think, was cross-buy. So yeah, if you get a Pistol Whip, you also actually, I think these are all cross-buy, aren't they? So yeah. I'm not sure about 11 table tennis, but I know these 2 are cross-buy for sure. Is it a good experience? I don't. You're basically getting them all for about £10, aren't you? So is it a good price? I don't know. I Expect You to Die is a good puzzle game and it is quite good fun. Like I said, I don't like table tennis, so I probably wouldn't be interested in a table tennis game. But that one was good fun. It's not super long. Pistol Whip is going to make you feel like, you know, a badass for a short period of time, and you might get addicted to it. Some people played it for, what, a day or 2 and then got quite bored. Maybe even an hour. Some people are still playing it today. It is a very good concept of a game. It is fantastic. It definitely deserves the stars that it's got. It's brilliant. It's definitely my favourite out of all these 3 here, for sure. Because it's just a great concept of a game, and it's a fantastic idea. It's definitely one of those kudos to the developers and all that. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal for that. It's not too bad. Wifey, terminate browser.
Okay,
Okay. Right, okay, so they were the sales, guys. There was the sales of the Rift and the Quest. I don't know if I did the Quest right there, because it seemed like there were some games missing. There was some games in the Rift store that were cross-buy for the Quest, but weren't in the Quest store. So maybe I did something wrong there. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what came up when I looked for the sales. Bit weird, right? So, some pretty good, damn good sales to be had there, and some pretty ones you might want to avoid. But overall, not a bad sale. No free games though. No free game. I'm not allowed to mention the free games? Okay. Damn. What? Why? We're still trying to get on the review program. Okay. Yeah, we love Oculus. Yay. If you like this video, please give me a like and also subscribe because it goes straight to heart. Hit that bell button if you want to watch more VR content like this. And leave a comment below on any of the sales you've seen today that you might actually pick up or may not. You know, thank you for watching. I love you long time, and ciao. And Wi-Fi, terminate simulation.
Your dirty lies are undone.
Bye. Go to bed now. Hillary, darling, can you search for a particular game?
Sorry, Paolo, but I've sent your emails to WikiLinks.
Hillary, change AI.
Your options are...
Hell 9000.
The new Bixby.